upon Jesus to be fired, because we need to have a situation where students and workers are safe on campus, like the city of Berkeley, where the IC is not permitted to enter. So here you go.
I will take this.
Speak up.
My name is Gutierrez, and I'm the labor relations.
We would like the chancellor down here now, number one. If he's not available, we'd like a vice chancellor down here, number two. If this is labor relations, we want to know if labor relations has known anything about this detaining for the last week and why it hasn't spoken out, number three.
We can't hear you.
We want an independent investigation. Students have been investigating, have found barriers from administrative positions and management so far. The union has been clear in its demand for him to be back, and I don't think has heard the administration speaking out about that so far. We want a response from the administration, and we want a sanctuary policy implemented. Berkeley is a sanctuary city. If you can't be entitled to give us a real answer now, then you should either get someone down here that can, or get someone with the calendar book for the chancellor down here now, so we can get a meeting ASAP. Hello, are there any vice chancellors up there? Anybody with the calendar book? Because we want a meeting now. We want an answer now, and if that's not going to happen, we want a meeting soon. Jesus is being held in Santa Rita, and we've heard nothing from you. We've heard from the unions, we've heard from the students, we've heard from the workers. It's time for the administration to come out here and speak to the press about support for the DREAM Act, about support for a sanctuary campus, and about support for the growing community-wide demand for Jesus' immediate release. This applies not just to labor relations, because I remember labor relations was supposed to notify AFSCME if they ever heard of ICE coming on campus. So either it doesn't have its stuff together to know, or it purposely kept that information from AFSCME, who found out first and notified management about management's involvement in detaining a campus worker. We want some answers, and we want them now. We want someone that's actually empowered to give us those answers, and we want a meeting like today, tomorrow, like not any later than a few days from now, because Jesus is still sitting there in jail, and if this administration speaks out along with this community, it can make a difference, and he could be released. Well, you guys, pending them finding someone in there to come down and address us correctly, we will continue to, we should all be emailing them demanding a response. We should all be, continuing to picket over the next few days. We will be continuing to contact them. Why don't we chant for a while here, and then let's go up to Kerr. And we will be back on, and we will be publicizing and sending out an email all the numbers and places to call to make sure the administration answers to students and workers. Okay, so, trabajo sí, migra no, 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 trabajo sí.
any louder.
And let's go to Kerr and let's make sure that the management up there knows that we are not accepting anyone cooperating with the ICE. Hey, when do we want it? Now! What do we want?
Sanctuary!
When do we want it?
Now!
When do we want it? Now! What do we want?
Sanctuary!
When do we want it? Now! What do we want?
Sanctuary!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Sanctuary!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Sanctuary!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Sanctuary!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Sanctuary! Free Jesus! 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 Free no! Immigrants yes! ICE 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 no! No! Immigrants yes! ICE no! Immigrants yes! ICE no! Immigrants yes! ICE no! Immigrants yes! ICE no!